And she's like, are you weird like your brother? And I'm like, hi everybody, hi gay. My name is TristanQuade, and today I just wanted to make a little video about my coming out story.
Cause you know you gay and stuff.
I haven't seen this done on YouTube in a while, and you know what? I've been out for the past 7 years, I think, since I was 2000. No, I was 19. I don't remember, but I came a little bit out after my birthday, and I feel that like everyone's story is so different. So I feel like sharing mine, and if you want to respond to this video on YouTube, that would be great. And let's go to the first topic. So, like I said, I came out when I was 19. That would have been, oh gosh, I don't know, but I was 19. I'm going to be 27 in July. I did it a little bit after my birthday, and I'm going to tell you about how I came out. How did I come out? So, I was sort of just asked. My older brother is gay, and my family was somewhat fine with it, but this is not his story, this is mine. So, I came out, my brother and his friend, we were at this bar, Barefoot Grill, on Coldwater Lake in Coldwater, Michigan. Look it up, it's absolutely gorgeous. So, we were on the dock, we were just hanging out and like walking down the boardwalk on the lake and just checking it all out. So, we get to the end of the dock and they're like, so, like, are you seeing anybody? Like, how's college? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, matter of fact, I am seeing someone. They're like, is it a guy? And I'm like, well, if you couldn't have guessed by the photos that I posted on Instagram, yes, it is a guy. Even though it was hanging out with my friend camping. What? You know, that's how I came out. My brother asked me, and then I told him not to tell mom. And guess what that bitch did the same night? So my mom does DJ karaoke. Okay, I was headed out for DJ karaoke. No, we were already at the bar, but my mom was doing DJ karaoke. We were on the dock. So I went back in. By the end of the night, we're leaving. I helped my mom pack me up. Look at me dead in the frickin' eye. She looks over at me, and she's like,
are you weird like your brother?
and I'm like, no. No, but I honestly just like fessed up and I'm like, yes, I'm weird like my brother. And why do you have to say fucking weird? But that's how I came out, you know. And she was like,
well, we ain't gonna tell your father.
even though my mom's not from the South, but she has those Southern ideas. So I sort of was outed by my own gay brother. You know, he wanted to steal the limelight from me. But that is how I came out. And the response was interesting. I'm going to talk about the response from my family. I told them, you know, I have a boyfriend. I feel finally happy. I feel finally comfortable with myself. And they're just like,
well, you weren't happy before?
and I'm like, no, I was hiding the fact that I was gay. So, while hiding the fact that I was gay, my family, honestly, you know, I'll just cut to the chase and tell you that they were like, no, you're not gay. Like, we thought you were going to be the straight one. You know, probably because my brother carried a little bag around. But, you know, it's just a bag.
It's not just a bag. It's Prada.
So, they were very in denial about it because they were like, oh, like, you're our last son. You were supposed to carry on the family name. And I'm like, thanks for putting all the pressure on me. And I'm like, your daughter, my older sister, she has 4 kids. You know, she has enough for the family. She has enough for generations, darling. So that was sort of the response from my family. They really didn't like it, and it inevitably went to a thing to where I'm like, you're not going to control my life. I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it. You know, I came out thinking you would be okay with it, and then it's not okay. But I inevitably ended up getting kicked out, living in my friend's attic for a couple months. Then college started back up because I went home for the summer to work from home on the dock with my dad at the freight company he works for. Let's go on to the response from friends. In high school, I had a majority of just straight guy friends. And when I came out, like, you know, they're like, okay, and? Like, what? Okay. We knew it, sis. We knew it. But we love you. And that's the response I got from my friends, and it was absolutely great. And then I was in 2 of their weddings, and hopefully many more to come. So, I mean, I was like a groomsman, darling. God, I'm darling a lot. Let's get that shit out. So, my friend's response was like, "Yes, queen, work, mama, slay down the house boots."
Yes, Queen Skinny Legend Versace boots the house down.
So, that was good. It was just a little negative with the family, but they sort of got better over time. I lived in an attic. My mom called my boyfriend at the time while I moved my stuff out. It was his fault that I turned gay, apparently. That was her thought mentality. So, the next topic I have is not talking to family for a while. We took like a good solid 6 months off. I think my grandmother dying, which is very sad to me. And it broke my heart because that was the year I got kicked out. I wasn't there as much as I could. I couldn't spend my last birthday with my grandmother before she passed. And she was my only grandparent. I didn't know any of the other ones. They all passed before. So that really just still, hurts a little bit, that I didn't get to spend her final months with her because of such a dumb little thing that doesn't define me as a person. Being gay is such a small thing that you are. So, we're moving on from that before I freaking cry, because, so I didn't talk to them for a while, and it was a little tough. It really was, They kicked me off everything. They're like, you're not going to be on the car insurance, no phone, no this, no that, no that. They're like, if you want to live that life, you live that life. And I'm like, but the one that lives at home is a homosexual. So, but I don't know what the hell it was with me. Maybe because I was parading around in Speedos around pools, and maybe because my brother-in-law sent a photo of me in high heels with my friends because we were just playing around in heels. It's not like I'm wearing them on the day. But that is not even a problem regardless, because shoes are shoes. Shoes don't have genders. So, we didn't talk for a while, and it was very hard. But a lot has changed over the 7 years. 7 years. It's like, it's a night and day difference. Obviously, there still is like some little homophobia. My mom still says she won't come to my wedding, but I highly doubt that because she's going to be DJing it, or I'm just going to ask her to borrow the equipment. I don't know. So, my family has changed. My dad is a little bit more open about it. My dad sometimes says, he recently stopped, I think like a year ago, saying,
"You'll find a nice girl one day."
And I'm like, you know what? No, I won't. I'll find a nice man one day. And I would just throw it back in their face. I'm not really that bothered by it. I'm not really that upset by it because I know who I am and I'm comfortable with myself. And I don't know why they're deflecting on me. But they do. And even with my brother nowadays. But a lot has changed since then. Like, they respect me more as a person. They know that I do a lot to take care of myself. And they're like, wow, you're pretty cool. So, things have changed. It just takes people some time and some learning, I guess. But, still can't get over that my brother's a homosexual. And he just skated his ass on by. So everyone, that was my coming out story. Life is good with the family right now. I mean, they invite me down on weekends and they say they miss me, so I can't ask for much more on that. But I hope you have a great day. Tell me about your coming out. Respond to this video. Respond to me, go in the comment sections, let me know about your whole coming out story. Mine is nothing new or whatever, but it's fun to share your story because everyone's is so different. So, I encourage you to do that, and my name is TristanQuade, and I hope you have a wonderful day.